In the next few weeks, holiday office parties will be in full effect. Woo-hoo! Our next guest wants you to have fun at the festivities and stay safe as well.
That's right. This morning, we welcome Jamie Philibin and Adam Seifer with SeiferFlatow. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Good morning.
I hope you're having a holiday office party.
We are.
Okay, very good. That's what we're talking about, the holiday office parties. It's a great way to really reward employees at the end of the year, but you have some reminders for everyone this time of year when you're going to those parties.
That's true.
Yeah.
You want your employees to know that they can have fun. People want to let loose. It's a time that they can interact with other employees. But they have to understand, though, that there's a limit to it and that the workplace rules are still in effect, even though it's a firm outing, it's a company outing. They need to behave, the harassment policy, no vulgar language, those sorts of things. They need to be on, they still need to be on good behavior. They want to let loose, but they have to still be on good behavior.
Isn't that funny, though, Adam? I think some people do sort of lose their senses when it comes to that. They think, hey, we're at a bar, you're at a restaurant, it's a different environment, and they think they can say things that they wouldn't say in the office, or, might drink a little too much. But again, you're saying, think about this. These are your colleagues.
Right, and the people will remember that on Monday when you come in and you're thinking, well, what did I do? Good Lord, you have some regrets because of it. So.
Also, I think maybe not even that setting, you probably can provide some transportation, or you can have some little safeguards in the already built in so that people can have a good time.
Yeah, you want to be more proactive than reactive. So, the employer should put something in place so people know that if they do imbibe, because, again, you want your people to have a good time, that they have a fallback position, that they don't feel the need or that they're cornered, that they have to get in their car and drive home. Nobody wants to pick up a driving while impaired charge, obviously, over the holidays. CMPD, they run a lot of roadblocks at this time. So you want to put those things in place. That said, if your people do run into those problems and do run into a checkpoint, know that, they have rights. They should call a lawyer if they get in trouble. But you don't want that to happen to your employees.
So provide transportation.
Absolutely.
You also say provide non-alcoholic beverages, of course, at the party.
And that's the other thing. If you want to be proactive, make sure you have options for your guests so that they don't have to take that option that might otherwise put them in a tough position during the holidays. So have non-alcoholic beverages. Make sure that you're circulating water. Make sure that you have ample food choices to go around throughout the holiday party.
So that people aren't drinking on an empty stomach.
Exactly, exactly.
Also, you can also host a party at someplace else, too, can't you? That's at your workplace.
Yeah, that's actually the best thing to do because, A, you're going to have professional bartenders who can gauge people's impairment. If people do seem to drink more than they probably should have, they can cut them off. IDing underage people, these are issues that you don't want to be dealing with if you have the party at your company itself. And also, it helps shield you from any sort of liability. If anything goes wrong, it's not going to be necessarily on you. It's going to be on that third-party establishment, which you're paying a good amount of money to essentially to shift that liability. But yeah, it's always best to have it at a third-party professional place.
And again, that bartender can ID any guests who might be underage, that kind of thing.
Correct.
But if you do host your own party, make sure you take responsibility. ID any guests that look underage, and do things to make sure that you're proactive and everybody understands the rules of play.
And again, all of this to say, not to say don't have a good time. You can let your hair down a little bit, right? Loosen up a little bit, but use some common sense.
Keep it within reason. Because obviously these are the people that you're going to be working with the next work day when there is no alcohol, when it's during the work day and you got to be focused on your job. And you don't want anything to get in the way of that or the relationships that you've built up over the time that you've been there.
Is it maybe something that you can send out to the guests that's coming, a little cheat sheet to say, hey, this is what you need to know about being safe and keeping safe so that you don't splurge and you don't go overboard?
You might do a cheat sheet, but the main thing to do is probably just have a conversation with the staff. Make sure it's very positive and focused on the holidays and having that good time and letting hair down, but just remind everybody of the kind of the ground rules before everybody comes out that night to celebrate.
And letting them know also that you do have this transportation in place, because a lot of people may live far away. They're making transportation, arrangements, whether it's Uber, whether it's getting a ride, whether it's driving themselves. They know in advance that, hey, if I need to get home, I've got this other way, so that they can make that arrangement in advance and not be stuck with their car at the scene.
No lampshade on the head at the company party. We don't want that. No. You can contact SeiferFlatow at 704-512-0606. Again, 704-512-0606, or visit them online at SeiferFlatowLaw.com. The spelling is there on your screen, SeiferFlatowLaw.com. They can help you with all kinds of stuff. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you, guys.
Happy holidays to you, too.
All right, we need to meet our tail